وآله واتباعه ومن والاه. Brothers, spreading rumors is old as human societies. Rumors are always there, but rumors can spread among people, among those that are uneducated. Rumors can spread more quickly and more widely among those they are uneducated. They believe straight away when anything comes to them, any news comes to them, straight away believe in these things. And because of internet, because of social media and the means of communication that we have, rumors can spread more quickly, and they can reach anyone in any time and anywhere. Because of the means, the tools that we have nowadays for our communications. Now we see that everyone, especially in the time of crisis, rumors can spread more quickly and more widely. Now, for example, in the crisis that we live in nowadays, we see that everyone makes a video and says, use this and that. If you use these things, if you eat these things, and these things can protect you from getting the virus, this coronavirus. And some other people, they say that we have found the best and the most effective treatment for this virus. And some other people, they say no, and they spread this rumor and they say this virus is not just life-threatening for some people, it's life-threatening for the whole humanity. It will kill millions and millions of people. And on the other side, some other people, they come and nowadays they have created another rumor, and they have been able to spread it among people. And they said that this month or the next month, a rocket comes so quickly towards our planet, and it's going to destroy our planet so quickly, and this is the end of our life here. This is the end of dunya. And people, they believe in these things and they spread them, and they have fear because of these things. And what is really unfortunately, a lot of Muslims, they believe in these rumors. While Muslims should be the first people, a Muslim should be the first one who reject these rumors, who does not believe in these rumors, because he is ordered by Allah Azza wa Jal to make sure when anything comes to him. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, "Oh, who you believe, when a person comes to you who's disobedient, with information, investigate it, verify whether this is true or not. We cannot believe in whatever comes to us, in whatever we see nowadays." And the Prophet, because the Prophet ﷺ says in a hadith, he says, it is enough to be proven a liar, to be a liar, the one who spreads anything that he hears. Anything that he hears, he spreads among people. The Prophet ﷺ says, this is the liar. Even if he's not the creator of this liar, he's not the maker of this liar, but he is the one who's spreading this liar. He is the same with the one who created this liar. So brothers, wallahi, rumors destroying people's life. How many great wars in the world have been occurred because of rumors? How many families have been dismantled, destroyed because of rumors? How many relationships between people, between friends, have been cut and ended because of rumors and believing in these rumors? And brothers, wallahi, Muslims have been the victim of these rumors from the time of the Prophet ﷺ. In the time of the Prophet, Muslims, when Ahl Makkah, when people of Makkah, they were persecuting Muslims. Some of them, they were able to escape, and they run away. They went to Habasha, Abyssinia, Ethiopia, now in Africa, and they were able to worship their God, Allah Azza wa Jal, so freely. But they heard some rumors among people that the people of Makkah now became Muslims, And when they heard this, some of them, without investigating, without knowing whether this is true or not, straight away they went back to Mecca. And when they entered Mecca and they saw that was just lying, this is not true. And people of Mecca, they took them and they tortured them and they persecuted them once again. And another thing, which is the greatest lie in the time of the Prophet ﷺ, is the slander against Aisha radiallahu anha. When munafiqun, hypocrites, they created a rumor among Muslims that Aisha radiallahu anha committed zina. And what's more problematic here is that some Muslims, like munafiqun, they believed in these things and they spread these rumors, like all others. But brothers, wallahi, a Muslim should not do this. A Muslim, a real Muslim, who's knowing Quran, who's knowing all the hadith, should not believe whatever comes to him. Because if me, you, and anyone else, if we do not talk about, if we do not spread rumors, these rumors cannot spread by themselves. We spread them. That's why it happens among us. That's why we see all the rumors among us. So the most important thing for a Muslim is when he hears something, he should make sure whether this is true or not. But you may ask, but how can I make sure whether this is true or not? And there's a Quranic solution for this. Yes, brother, there's a Quranic solution for this. The problem that we cannot find our solutions in our Quran, that's because we just read Quran for the sake of reading, not for the sake of understanding, not for the sake of getting guidance from this holy book that Allah Ta'ala revealed to us. And in the Quran, Allah Ta'ala criticizes some Muslims in the time of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. He says that some people, when anything comes to them, a matter that's related to fear or it's related to safety, they spread it. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, for if they had referred these rumors to the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, and to those they are in charge of these things, those they are specialists. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, if they did this, an investigation would occur, an investigation would appear, and those people, they are in charge of these things, they would able to differentiate whether this is wrong or not, whether this is just a lie or this is true. And if we look at, and this is the lesson that we get from this ayah, that we should, when we hear anything, that we should make sure, we should return these things to those, they are specialists. If we look at the two rumors that we mentioned in the beginning of the second khutbah, that some people nowadays, they say that if you eat this and that, if you eat garlic, if you eat black seed, if you use olive oil, I don't know, these things that they mention, and if you use these things, you won't get any virus, you won't get coronavirus. And they spread this rumor among people. If you say to them, this is not true, brother, you cannot spread this kind of information among people. He may say, how dare you to reject what the Prophet ﷺ says. This is the prophetic medicine. You cannot reject it. But if this is true, so let's our doctors go home, because we have all these things. We have olive oil, we have black seed, we have honey, we have all these things. And let these laboratories in the universities, they shut down because we don't need them. No, brother, a Muslim, a real Muslim should not think like that. Should not believe in all these things. And what specialists say about these rumors is World Health Organization, WHO, say these are just rumors. They are not true. You cannot use anything just by yourself, by what you hear. You have to get recommendation from your doctor. And they say we haven't been able to find any solution, anything, any treatment for this virus. So this is brothers, impossible. how all these universities and all the laboratories, all the doctors, they work continuously to find a solution, to find something to protect humanity from this virus, and they haven't been able. And they admit that they haven't been able. How someone who is ignorant, who is illiterate, who may know nothing, and makes a video and says, we found the solution for this. We found the best treatment. We should not believe in these rumors. And that second rumor that we mentioned is a rocket this month or next month comes and it will hit and destroy our planet. And this is not true. This is not what I'm saying. This is what NASA agency says. They say this is just a rumor among people. Brothers, even if NASA does not say this, but you are Muslim, you read Quran, you know what in Quran, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says to the Prophet, or the Prophet, they will ask you when the day of judgment comes. Tell them, this is the knowledge of Allah. This is secret thing that just Allah knows. No one else can be able to know this. No one knows when this world exactly is going to end. This is something secret that Allah does not reveal to anyone. And even brothers, these things, these kind of, whether tomorrow will be the day of judgment, whether I'm going to die today or tomorrow, these are not important. What's important is our preparation for the day of judgment. A man came to the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. He said, Ya Rasulullah, O the Prophet, when the hour comes, meaning when the day of judgment comes. Look at the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, how carefully dealt with this question. He said, what's your preparation for this day? What's your preparation? What have you done? What have you prepared for the day of judgment? What are your good deeds for this day? So this is the most important thing that we should be careful, that we should prepare ourselves for. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات اللهم ارحم موتانا واشف مرضانا وسلم أحياءنا وآمن روعاتنا اللهم انصر المسلمين المستضعفين في كل مكان اللهم انصر المسلمين المستضعفين في كل مكان اللهم أبعدنا عن البلاء والوباء اللهم أبعدنا عن البلاء والوباء ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون ولذكر الله أكبر أقم الصلاة يرحمك الله